Everybody keeps talking about the zombie apocalypse. I believe it's already here. Okay, now that I've got your attention, just to make sure, no, I haven't seen proper zombies, but I've seen a lot of people behaving like them. And what I'm talking about are those folks running around the streets with their phone in hand, either reading texts or following up on social media or talking into the phone. Both things have a very disastrous side effect. They are living in a different world. They don't really take note of what's happening around them. Now, on the one hand, that is a personal danger. People are really in danger of being run over because they simply don't look out where they're going. But they're also a danger to everybody around them because they keep bouncing into people and everybody else has to find their way around them. That put aside, what I find interesting is that people cannot detach themselves from social media. And I would describe this as mental clutter because you're constantly busy with that and it occupies a large part of the thinking process and the perception process. Just think of people who can't stay away from their phones for more than 5 minutes. Go to a restaurant and you'll see people with their phones on the table just in case it rings or it buzzes or it shakes or it does whatever it does. Or people walking in the streets, as mentioned, or people standing in a queue and reading stuff, or just take public transport. People are sitting there and they're preoccupied with things that may not necessarily be important. Personally, I find that what they do is detrimental to their mental state because they never let go. They're never just there. It's about just being. And I don't believe somebody who is, let's say it what it is addicted to their phone will ever be able to completely turn off and relax. It's a type of clutter. It's not the physical kind that you can pick up and chuck out, but it's the kind of clutter that sits here, between your ears, and that constantly nags at you. What can you do about this? Well, for one thing, you have to become aware that you have, I wouldn't call it an issue, but you have that tendency to not let go of your phone and to check in with social media all the time. That's the very first step. If you're not aware of it, you won't be able to make any changes. And even if you're aware of it, you might just say, well, I'm okay with it. I just can't sleep well. Or I don't have time to go see my friends. Or I just can't do this because I'm busy or I don't have time. Now, if you drill down, you'll find that a large portion of not having time or just being unable to do is because you spend 2 or 3 hours a day on your phone, doing something that I wouldn't necessarily consider productive. There is a balance to be found here. I try to keep my interactions with the phone to a limit. And I occasionally go overboard, like everybody does. But then the balance swings around and I spend a whole weekend without my phone. And I admit, if I leave my phone at home, it sometimes feels like, oh my God, I left my phone at home. And it takes me 10 minutes to realize I don't need it. And then I'm fine. So maybe it's a question of experiencing what's out there without the interference of electronic media. Give it a go. Stay clutter aware. Consider this. And come back next time. If you want more, there are options. Click the round logo to subscribe to this channel or select the playlist in the middle to see more content or check out the links in the description below. Oh, and feel free to like this video.